Have you ever thought MLB the Show has become a little bit too much heavy on packs and stuff, and thought I can't do anything to gain anything in ranked? Well, today we're going to start a brand new series. We're going to take a totally free to play team that has a lot of low diamonds and cards they're just giving us, and we're going to see how this team progresses. I haven't done a lot in ranked mainly because I forget. So we're going to take this team, build it today, and then tomorrow, or the next time we see this video, it might not be tomorrow. It'll probably be Thursday or Friday. We'll take it into ranked and start playing some games. We'll play a lot of games and we'll see what kind of happens. But what we're going to be looking for is basically how we can Moneyball our way to World Series. Might not happen. It'll take a little bit of time, but we're going to try to do this. We're going to do it together. Sound good? All right, let's go. All right, so this is going to be kind of like the base. Okay, this is a team we threw out there. There's some good old, live series guys that are kind of expiring, but we can kind of look and see what we can do. So starting with the first baseman, I think the best first baseman out there right now that's totally free is this guy right here. Good old Brandon Bell. He's got 125 power against right. He's got 104 versus left, 94, 81 contact respectively. He's a silver fielder. Again, maybe not the best fielder, but he can get the job done. Now, if we're really concerned about fielding, we do have a better Freddie Freeman. I just haven't gotten him yet, who probably will have good goal fielding. He's also another option if you want to get there. I just haven't gotten him yet. I'll probably get him later this week. So maybe we'll throw him in there, but we have him for now. There's also this free to play Lou Gehrig. That's also adequate enough on there if you really want him. He's got higher contact, but hey, it's a free card. Go ahead and lock that in. For second base, I would still argue it's going to be Luis Arias, 125, 125, 78, 73. He'll fit in that number 2 hole. Plays a very good second base. He can play first for you too if you really need him to, but that 125 clutch, 125 vision is really what we're looking for there. Shortstop, when it's not Ellie De La Cruz, I guess realistically, there's plenty of options. I would say right now it's probably going to be Wander Franco, because we are going to want to build a team that has a little bit of a core so that we can probably use one of the captains and all that stuff. So right now I would say Wander Franco. Diamond, 100, 125 in the contact. Power is a little bit lacking, 81, 73. Clutch is 107. So we can kind of put him in there. He might be the leadoff hitter because with that 88 speed and 99 stealing stuff, he might fit up there. He also had a lot of slow base. This card can run. Decent card. Third base is where things are going to get kind of interesting because there's a lot of good options there. You can just see right here. There are 3 99s, 4 99s even. Right here, we got Chipper Jones, who has a great swing. The bringer rain, Josh Donaldson, Makamura, Taki, great, but he's gonna be going away. All that stuff. So maybe right now, if we're kind of looking ahead for the 3 weeks, you might want to start getting used to bringer rain. I still say I would lean Chipper, but if you wanted to start getting better with Donaldson, not a bad choice right now. I still think Chipper, he fits into the budget a little bit more. But that's what we're kind of doing, and we'll see how things sort of go. For DHing wise, kind of pick your poison again. We're looking for cards that are sort of like we can kind of get from playing. At this point, I would say it's a feel thing. As you kind of go. Right now, this is where I would probably put Donaldson, at least for now, with the slightly worse defense. You kind of flip these two, but that's what I would say. Outfield wise, in left, again, this is probably gonna be more of a field thing for you than it is for me. I think the core we're gonna try to stick with here is going to be monthly awards, at least on the hitting side to an extent. So we're gonna use good old Eddie Rosario as our for center field. I hit well with Lou Bob. Lou Bob's my guy. That's what I want. I want Lou Bob. So Lou Bob's gonna be there for me. In right field, that's where again things kind of get funky because we don't have a whole lot of guys we can put there. So again, kind of take the feel for it. Ideally, catcher Will Smith. Sorry, I skipped him to Will Smith. But ideally, we want to get enough so we can get this little boosty boost. The only problem with him is the reaction. So we kind of want that tier 2. So we want 8 hitters in here from that. Might be a little difficult, but we know we may, or 10, but that'd be the whole line. We're trying to just sort of see if we can get a good enough base. I think Roberto Clemente might be good enough. He's from the good old team affinity program, so he might fit in there well enough in terms of that. So now look at the lineup. Probably let's take a look at the lineup and see if we can fit these guys. So leading off will probably be Wander Franco for sure. Now batting second, we could do the whole Urias sort of thing, bat him there. Chipper Jones goes here, Bringer Rain there. Will Smith can bat behind. I mean, heck, we could actually do this, do that. Will Smith goes batting 5. Then we got the captain, the great one, batting 7th. Eddie Rosario. We want Louis Bob at the top. I've been sort of playing around with this weird idea, so we can do this. Captain 5, maybe something like this, and Eddie Rosario bats 9th. Maybe we do something like that, kind of bounce it off a little bit. Bad action, I don't know, something like that. Maybe that works. It really depends on who you hit. I hit really well with Lou Bob, so I kind of want him up the front, top of the orders again. Okay, now looking at the bench, I kind of like the idea. I've been hitting well with this card offline. The fact that he wasn't in there. On the bench wise, again, kind of comes down to how you feel, guys. You kind of like. Realistically, you got me. But in terms of like budget wise, like I said, let's kind of look more towards season 2 or set 2, because that's really what we're going. In terms of that, I think Johnny Damon's a good enough bat. He can just stick in there to begin with. Another decent bat, and like I said, we kind of want to throw in as many of these like set 2 monthly award cards we can't, like, Riley Green's there. This Uriel's good. He can play all over the place, so that's helpful too. He covers the outfield. And then maybe you want like some sort of catcher eligibility, so like Joe Torre would fit that spot. And there you go. That's a decent enough bench. You got a little bit of speed. You got 2 guys who got some speed. They can hit. These guys can kind of handle both sides of the plate. Uriel can handle those, lefties, the righties. We're kind of okay. Now let's talk about the pitching. Okay, look at the pitching. Bob Gibson, I think, still a must for the most part, but again, we kind of want to look towards more set 2. So looking towards that when we know this way, let's kind of see what we got. So looking at that, Mitch Keller, I think, will be decent enough. Same thing here with Nathan Eovaldi. I think they're good enough. I like Max Fried cards, so I probably put Max Fried in there. I haven't really fallen in love with this Ramir Valdez card. Kind of using him a little bit. Maybe I have to a certain degree. I don't know. We'll give him a shot. And then I like Kluber, so we can throw Kluber in there as well. Again, we're working here. Okay, now for this side, sort of the same thing. We're kind of looking for monthly awards. The boost is what we're really looking at. So looking here, like I said, I think Evan Phillips will be doing wonders. By the way, if you haven't gotten the Goose Gossage, get the Goose Gossage. He's totally free and he'll fit really well in this bullpen. Again, looking for set 2 guys. We got some good lefties. Felix Batista, absolutely. Again, we're looking for kind of to fill those roles there as much as we can. How many pitchers do we need for this boost? We need 8 pitchers. 2. Maybe we ditch Goosey Goose. Or something. Can't yet, but we. Okay, cool. We're good. All right, cool. So we got our bullpen squared away. We have 399, which is going to be good for the back end of the game, honestly. So, like I said, we want to build a core around something, and hey, the core is going to be monthly awards for absolute certainty. So sort of getting that all set up. Let's look at the captains. What we can do here. So looking at captains, we can get a +5/+5. I'm not really jump out of my way for that one. We can improve upon it. Like I said, I think we're going to have Freddie at first over Brandon Belt, I think, ultimately. But pitching wise, we're definitely 1000% going to activate this. Get the 8, because that is 10K per 9, 10 pitch clutch, 15 hits per 9. So it'll be looking good over there on that side. And again, this team's not going to be set in stone. Again, I'm probably going to flip out Brandon Belt for Freddie Freeman just because I don't know, it just sort of seems like it would fit better. Maybe add a switch hitter. towards the end of that. But let's look at sort of what's left, because realistically, Freddie Freeman will probably take over 120. He's just a little bit better. He's a better Luis Arias. And then of course Judge will probably take over in right field and be that in the middle order, because this card's absolutely gross and disgusting. So that'll probably be there as well. But again, we're right there. I'll already finish this up, so we'll see sort of change before we jump into the game. But also, I just wanted to show that off. If you haven't finished this yet, do it. It honestly, it didn't take me as long as I thought it did. I've just been grinding Team Affinity stuff while doing this. If you still have Affinity stuff to do, I just finished up on my Conquest map for the Team Affinity, so we can kind of go about other things. I think there's gonna be a new Team Affinity map at the end of the week, so we'll cover that then. But if you still have stuff to work on, this is where you want to do it. For the record, I finished this monthly awards mission. That got me a lot of the stuff. So if you kind of look down here, like Tanner Scott, like there's a lot of this, the 3. So if we do another 3, we'll get Freddie. So at this point, mission wise, it's just player missions, and I don't think it'll take too terribly long. Like all this one's Riley Green, all this. So we'll be finishing it up sooner than later. It's not that bad of a grind. Again, if you got Conquest maps, I just do it there. If you're still finishing that up, if not, you can always play this computer or jump into the event if you want it that way. Hey, it's totally up to you. I'm just here giving options, but I wanted to sort of touch on that as we jump into this new series, because there are going to be changes we'll be making as we go along, unlock you better cards and all that stuff, and show you that you can get the World Series with only they're giving you what they're giving you as you go along, and get the rewards there. Because looking at it, we even talked about it. Let's just show you really quick. Like they're not anything special, for being honest with you, into a World Series. But if you're looking at sort of the rank stuff as we go along here, as you go along, Pennant Chase, get a 90 Barry Lockett or a 90 Justin Moore now. They're not the greatest cards in the world. They're going to be collection fodder. But again, it's another card that you can add to the collection to get something else. And also, they can be very, very cheap. They're 9,000 stubs a piece. Not the worst thing in the world. Jump at a wild card, get a 94 Nick Anderson or Jason Bay. Again, they're not going to be overly expensive. They're 11K. This will fit kind of nicely into the theme team. Again, some cheap bullpen pieces long. And then we make it up to championship series. You know, you get Don Mattingly, Carlos Carrasco, you get there. And I'll ultimately hit World Series. You can get this Garrett Cole, who I didn't know was named Chef G. Or you can get Carlos Carrasco, if you like, or Carlos Correa, sorry, that was the other guy. Or Andre Dawson, a little bit beefy. I mean, there's plenty of things you're going to get along the way. And also, on top of it, we get a BR program, I think, starting tomorrow. So there's plenty of new stuff you're going to be doing, plenty of stuff we're going to be getting along the way to get to collect in here into set 2. We're already, you know, we can get close to that. Like I'm at 130. I'm probably not going to lock stuff in, so I want to get, oh no, I can get Big Poppy. Can unlock Big Poppy. We should do that right now. So, I want to make sure there's nothing I can sell. The only ones I'm not going to sell are like the event cards. So we'll collect them. Bang, Big Poppy. There you go. New designated hitter just appeared. There you go. Make sure you collect your cards. Get all the stuff. Get. Oh, by the way, the new Tops Now stuff is going to be set 2 for now. So make sure you're collecting the cards, getting closer, because you do want to get 160. You're only 30 cards away. Hey, there you go. Get this nice little set 2 thing. Whether it's David Wright you want to get, Hammer and Hank, or you want to get the big unit. Hey, there's plenty of cards you can get along the way, and also 2 more free 99s along the way that you can still use after set 2 or set 3 comes in about 3 weeks. So with all that being said, thank you so much for checking out this video. Again, I started this series last year. I didn't really do a whole lot with it, but I want to start it this year because this is kind of where people are feeling that, hey, the free cards aren't as good. We're using totally free cards. Yeah, they're from the monthly awards, but with the boost and everything else, those cards are going to be amazing. And we're going to see if we can climb the rank ladder all the way down from like 200s to hopefully at least getting, if not into World Series, at least getting close to it. So that being said, thank you for checking out this video. My name is Sex, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye, guys.